What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the Horde. My name's Ryujin383 and I'm finally back and super excited to make new content to celebrate the release of Season 2 for Overwatch 2. Today we're going to go through and rank all the best legendary fits for not one but two damage characters, the brutal bot Bastion and the hacker from hell Sombra. This is the latter of the two that I recorded going over Sombra's legendary skins, but should still be up around the same time as Bastion's. At least that's what I'm hoping will happen, but with me, my luck is never certain. Go ahead and comment down below which tank character we should do for the next ranking after these two, either on this vid or the Bastion one, or hell, why not both? Thanks for your support, and I'll go ahead and shut up so we can get right into this ranking video. My pick for Sombra's honorable mention skin is her Winter Wonderland event skin known as Peppermint. I just genuinely think this skin looks pretty good, but I also have some personal attachments to this skin. It was the first Sombra skin I ever unlocked, because I got the game in winter of 2016, so it was coinciding with the Winter Wonderland event. And so I opened a bunch of loot boxes and got this skin from it, and I just think it's generally one of her better epics, and it's also just better than any of the other epic skins she has, in my opinion. So that's why I put it up here, because of the sentimental value, and because I just think it's the best of her epic skins.
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
Coming in dead last on our ranking, in 13th place, is the Azucar-based legendary skin from Overwatch 1, and I think the reason that it's so bad is just the white glow-in-the-dark bits, because that's what the skin is supposed to be, because in the lore, and actually a cinematic, Soldier 76's cinematic to be specific, we see the group that is working in, I think it's Dorado, or that map, and they have all these glow-in-the-dark tattoos and stuff, but I just feel that the white color is like the worst of those colors you could pick, and it just doesn't stand out that much. And then like there's only tiny bits of pink, and they're only on the face. And I just think that the face paint tattoo looks ugly. And also, I don't like the hair color. I think that the counterpart, Los Muertos, does all of these things way better.
Unacceptable!
Number 12 on the list goes to the augmented base legendary skin from Overwatch 1. And if I can be honest, it suffers from one of the same problems that Azucar did, which is that I just don't like the hair on this skin. I think that the hair could have been drastically different than just a really big braided ponytail here. And it's not really a ponytail, but it is a large braid here. And I think the color of the hair really throws off the rest of the skin. Like if they had made it darker or blacker, like maybe even a really darkish brown, I think it would have worked a lot better with the way this skin is designed. But the bright blonde hair just honestly wrecks the skin, and I also just don't like how shiny it is either. It really throws me off.
You see, it's a gamer pad. Not many girls come in here because I get friend zoned so frequently.
11th place, to no one's surprise, goes to the Tulum Summer Games event skin. I think everyone can agree that this is definitely one of Sombra's worst legendaries. I don't think I've ever even seen anyone wear this skin in-game in my entire life. I've been playing this game since 2016 Overwatch, and I genuinely don't think I've ever seen it in my life. I can't stress enough how little I've seen this skin, to the point where I can't remember anyone ever wearing it. It just looks really bad. It's really bland. I just don't have anything to say about it. Like, there's nothing here that I really like. It's just bland and dull. And Sombra has way better skins, so it just goes here to the bottom.
Jeepers! Jinkies!
Fuck!
I know this may come as a bit of a shock to some people, but in 10th place, I put Sombra's face changer skin. And I'm gonna be honest, the only thing I actually like about this skin is the fact that the face changes, or the mask that she's wearing changes a bunch, and you can see it even now while I'm sitting here that it's constantly changing. But as the player, you don't get to see this face change at all. Like other enemies and your teammates can see it, but you can't, and I'm not sure if this is true, but I think the only way you, the player, get to see this change happen is if you look at Sombra's face in the bottom corner when you have her selected in your HUD. And I don't even know if that's true, because I don't own this skin. I think I saw it somewhere years ago that that's how you can see it, but I don't even know, so don't quote me on that. But, like, that's the only thing I think is good about this skin. So I'm not going to rank it higher than any of the others. The only reason it's higher than the ones prior to this, it's just because I like the face change more than any of those other skins, because it brought something to the table, you know? But it doesn't really bring anything else. At number 9, I put Sombra's Neon Cat skin. This is from one of the Anniversary Remix events towards the end of Overwatch 1, and there's a recolor of her Black Cat skin. Basically, I just put this skin here because I don't really like the color choice here that much, and I think it actually is contrasting to one another more than it is actually like making the skin better. I don't like the pink and the blue that they used. And I also don't like the hair of how, like, the blue kind of just fades out into this white here for no reason. Like, if they had kept it all one color, I would have liked it a bit better, but it doesn't change anything that drastically. So, overall, it's just the color choice here. I don't like the colors they chose, and I think Black Cat is just way better than this one.
No.
Number 8 goes to the Talon Archives event Legendary skin. This skin has a really cool design overall, but the thing that just ruins it for me is the hairstyle that they went with. It doesn't really look that good on this skin in my opinion. And it's just like brown with hints of red. And I get that it like matches the red like color scheme that Talon uses in a way, but I think it could have done way better if maybe it was a brighter red to match the little highlights that it has on the skin. Like, there's little highlights of bright reds all over this suit. So maybe if they had, like, done little red highlights in the hair that actually, like, stood out a lot more and were brighter, it would look better, but the hair just drags the skin down a lot.
It's called the Midwest because every single thing in it is me.
Taking 7th place is the Cyberspace Overwatch 1 Legendary skin, and this does what Augmented could not, where it took the hair and actually made it match the outfit. Although, I wish it was the same blue that's on all these parts of the suit. Like, there's some of it here in the middle of the braid, but if they had done that with the entire, braid, it would look a lot better, and it would match perfectly. So that's why it's down here in the sort of tolerable range, because overall I think it's better than Augmented and better than a lot of the other skins that we've covered so far, but it's still not perfect, and I think there are other skins that are also just better. So here we are.
This looks like the perfect time to scream at the top of my fucking lungs.
The number 6 spot on this list is the Bride Legendary skin. This is from the Halloween Terror event, and we just saw this skin get some use in the Wrath of the Bride event a couple months ago, and I do think that this skin is pretty good, but I just also think Sombra has some that are better. I like the overall look of it, I like the little backpack, and the actual gun itself is really cool too, and it's probably the only gun that I'm going to show on here. Maybe, I don't know, but it's a pretty cool gun, and it's a pretty cool skin in general, but there are some that I like a lot more, so it takes 6th. Making it into the top 5 by taking 5th place is the best base legendary skin from Overwatch 1, the Los Muertos legendary outfit. I think that this is infinitely better than Azucar. I like that the face tattoo that glows only covers part of her face and not all of her face, and it also matches the rest of the tattoos on her body. Whereas with Azucar, it had little hints of pink that I think just made it uglier. This one is all entirely that yellow, and it's also the hacker symbol that Sombra uses on all of her gear, which I think is a really cool nod. The pinks are also very subtle on the actual outfit, and then it really stands out with her hair, which matches it incredibly well. There's also even tattoos on the back of her head as well, which wasn't on Azucar, I don't think. And if they were so bad that I just didn't notice them. So yeah, this one is definitely her best base legendary in my opinion. It's a really solid outfit, and that's why it just makes it into the top 5. Sliding on in 4th place is the Black Cat Anniversary Event Legendary skin, and I really like this skin because of the color. The overall design is okay, like it definitely reminds me of Black Cat from Spider-Man, or Catwoman from DC. Take your pick there. I just really like the color scheme on the skin, and I think that's what really boosts it up so high. And it's where Neon Cat failed as its recolor, because it just didn't really match all that well. Like, it had pink and a really faded out blue that went into white, but this one is all just shades of blue and violet and indigo that really come together well with hints of black, and I think that's what makes this skin really cool. Lucky for us, this Overwatch League skin is actually in the store this time, so I can rank it with actual comparisons that I can look at. So number 3, obviously, goes to the Zhulong Overwatch League event skin, and I think this is a really cool skin, and as a, dragon guy, I really do like the dragon stuff. So it's a cool skin. I think there are 2 that Sombra has that are better, though, but I do gotta say this gun is really cool, and it's probably my favorite part of this skin. Not enough to, make me buy it, because I think that's really the best part of the skin. It's overall okay. The tail's kind of cool, but I'm also not a Shanghai Dragons fan, so it's a pretty good skin, but the gun is definitely the best part. But enough about that. Let's get to the other 2 that I think are way better and are not locked behind the Overwatch League. Number 2 on this list goes to a very rare commodity to own among Sombra skins. This is the Demon Hunter Legendary skin, and as you can see in the bottom right here, it's only available if you were at BlizzCon 2018, or if you participated in the Halloween Terror Weekly Challenges in 2019. And honestly, this is just a really cool skin, and a really cool look for Sombra. I definitely think that, once again, the gun is a really cool aspect of the skin, but this time, it's not really the best thing, in my opinion. I do like that it's this enchanted crossbow here with devil symbols and whatever or whatnot, but the skin overall is the most badass part. But the gun is a good accompaniment, which is why it beats out Zhulong, because I thought that the gun itself was really the best part on that one, but this one, it just really complements it well. It's a cool skin, it's badass, it's intimidating, and it's a really rare thing to own too, but there is one more that just barely beats it. Dropping in at first place is the Rhyme Winter Wonderland Event Legendary skin. This is, to me, the best Sombra skin by far, for many, many reasons. First off, I am a big fan of all the blue and all things cold. I was born in a cold city during the winter time, and I am all about all things cold. So I think that this is really cool. I love the icy fog that comes off of her too. That's just a nice subtle detail as well. The skin itself also just looks intimidating, like Jack Frost on steroids. The backpack here and the actual little carapace here are also really cool. And the jacket itself also has those silver linings too. There's just so many little details on the skin that I love it even more. The gun itself absolutely goes crazy with all the bits of ice that come off of it to make the sight lines and stuff. And the fog actually comes off the gun too, which is a really nice other subtle detail. This skin is just really cool. I love it. It was also a very sentimental skin to me because this was the first legendary I unlocked for Sombra as well. So I wore this skin all the time in my console days too, just like Peppermint before I got legendary. So yeah, it's sentimental to me, so I'm a bit biased, but I also just think it's a really badass skin. It's got so many intricate details that make it stand out, so that's why it, to me, obviously takes the number 1 spot. Hey there! If you made it this far into the video, I just want to give a quick shout out to you for watching this whole video to see my thoughts on all of Sombra's legendary skins. I try to do something new with the skin rankings in both this vid and the Bastion one by trying to make all my opinions on the skin shorter, so that's why these 2 vids are significantly shorter than the other rankings I've done before. Let me know if you like this new style for the skin rankings or if you prefer the old one. It really helps me to know what it is you guys want to see in these videos, because based off the success of the others in this series, it's clear you all really like this series, and I want to do it right by you. Also, feel free to let me know which tank hero we should cover in the next ranking, We've already done one for Roadhog, so any of the other tanks are up for grabs here. Remember, this series is based on your requests, so if I don't get one, then I pick the tank. So make sure if there's someone you really want to get ranked that you say so. Thanks for the insane amount of love and support for this series. The Zen ranking just broke 500 views, a crazy milestone that I thought was still a ways away. Like, comment, and subscribe, all that helps us grow, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.